Hi guys, and welcome to another channel update and also update on the man cave as well. So we'll start off with what's been going on in here. So as you know, I've been having some problems with the old floor and disaster number God knows how many. Basically what had happened is I'd patched most of the holes, but there were a few really small ones left, and the amount of water that was underneath the floor was just so much and was not draining away at all that even the smallest holes and the weight of the floor on top was just forcing it all to come up over a period of time. So even just while it was dry that morning, because I've been walking on it and I don't know, but by that evening it was soaking wet underneath again. It was really doing my head in. So what I did was, as you'll see in a second, is I pulled it up. I've been pulling up section by section, and I've just unearthed the concrete at the bottom of the garage. So I wanted to take this opportunity to show you. So I'm going to try and show you how bad it is by going mobile. So I'm just going to turn the old camera, wander over here. Hopefully the cable's long enough. Sorry for the terrible camera work there. But as you can see here, dry floor that's been uncovered for about a day, and wet floor. I mean, this is really wet. I mean, you can probably see the reflection there, but you can see that it's soaking wet, which is an absolute nightmare. Sorry about that. Right, excuse the dodgy camera work, but I just felt the need to show that. I mean, that water just would not drain. I guess that's a testament to how well they'd done the fillet around the bottom of the garage, that the water would just not leave through the sides and it had nowhere to go down, and it was all just staying there. And of course that came from the garage door being the wind blowing the water under the garage door, and once it was in here it was stuck and it just would not go away. So no matter what I did to the membrane, I just couldn't fix it. So instead I decided, as you can see, to cut up the middle bit. Now I've left a little bit around the outside so the walls don't get damp, and I'm probably going to put it back on. I've done a damp test, which basically involves taping a piece of plastic to the floor for about 24 hours and seeing how much water comes up and condenses on the underside and how dark the top of the concrete goes. And basically I left it there for about 2 days and it was only slightly darker than the rest, which basically points to me that it had to have come through the garage door. There's no possible way that all that water came up through the floor. So I'm pretty confident that laying it back down again in a temporary fashion for a short period of time and keep checking it to see how wet it's getting won't result in the same thing again. So hopefully, fingers crossed, once this is all dried out, I can lay the floor down again and put my carpet back on, basically. The risk of this video getting longer, I want to do one last channel update, and that is, of course, soon when all this is sorted, I'm going to be doing videos again on Frostgrave, stuff I'm working on, hopefully some Gorkamorka stuff. Having this space is going to enable me to potentially do some bat reps. I'm really looking forward to that. And what we're also doing, the Legion of Gamza, we had a reshuffle recently, and those of us that are left, because they had a bit of a culling of the people that are inactive, those of us that are still making videos and wanting to partake, have basically decided that we're going to try and do a sort of chat show, a bit like Chilling Wargamers, but sort of more geared towards what's going on in the Legion and the videos, and there'll also be talking points and a bit of structure to it. And of course we're going to try and do it live as well, so we're hoping that it's on a Wednesday at 8 PM GMT. So that's the hope, next week. I've got one of them, I've got a proper sort of layout where everybody's camera's in a small box with the logo in the corner, and hopefully it'll look quite professional, though whether the talking points will be professional is another thing altogether. But we'll see what we can do. So I'm really hoping that we can sort of produce a show that people can paint to, get involved in by asking questions, and hopefully just sort of bringing the whole Legion together as a community and engaging with everyone who watches our channels. That's the hope. So that's next Wednesday. That's about it really. So thank you for watching. Leave me a comment if you've got any sort of input or thoughts towards this. Condolences? I don't know. It is what it is, I suppose. And yeah, so keep tuned. There's a lot more coming, and there'll probably be a lot more updates on what the hell is going on with this floor. But otherwise, stay well, guys, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.